Hello. Welcome in, guys. This is the very first ever design studio. So this is going to be happening every week in the Sacred Vision Society. I'm so excited to have you guys here. Welcome in, guys. I have checked to see if there were any submissions from our students, and I don't see any. So if you would like something worked on, if you'd like my help with any of your designs, I'm going to show you how you can get that right now. But I'm just going to also check and make sure that I still don't have any submissions. Hi, Moon Shadow. How is it going? Okay, so in order to submit a design for my assistants, what you need to do is, let me go ahead and share my screen. What you need to do is go into Sacred Vision Society. Here in the events for the weekly design studio is a link to the Google form. So all you have to do is pop on in to the Google form. You're going to leave your email, your name, your business name, your Canva template link, and what would you like support with. You can click on what type of design it is. You can upload images of your brand board, anything else that you want me to see right here for an upload. And also you can leave the Canva link and multiple links here. So in order to submit a Canva design, all you're going to have to do is go to share. And then usually you'll have to hit see all. And then you're going to find template link. So once you get the template link, you're going to create that template link, and then you're going to put it right in here. This is going to enable me to open your design. It's not actually going to open yours. It's actually going to open a copy of your design for me. Then I can make any edits, and then I can send it back to you via the email that you submitted your form on. So that is the process. Are there any questions on how to submit a design for the design call? Oh, no worries at all. Thanks for being here, Moon Shadow. Okay, so since we don't have any submissions, I do have a backup plan. And so if we don't get any more submissions today, we're just going to work on a sales page that I am finishing today because it is a program that we are launching today. I'm so excited. I've been working so hard on this program, and I'm really excited to work on the sales page with you. So what I'd love to do outside of the submissions, so we'll have space for submissions. And then if we don't have enough submissions, I will go ahead and just work on something so that I can show you guys exactly how to use Canva or how to design a website or et cetera, et cetera. So as we go, feel free to ask any questions. If you do submit a design, just let me know in the comments and I'll go grab it and we'll go work on it. But since I don't have any design requests right now, let's go ahead and look at my sales page. So here's what I've done so far on my sales page for Hecate's Path. So this is an 8-week group coaching program. We're going to do shadow work. We're going to do spell work. It's going to be so fun. I am so excited. And basically, I just took a template of another one of my pages. I made a copy of it. And what I've done is I've created mock-ups based off of, the materials that I'm going to be giving the students in the course. And I've put in all of the text. So that's pretty much all I've done. The colors are not right. The images, the graphics aren't right. The only thing that is already finished within the page are these mock-ups and the text. So I personally like to do it this way because I like to have the bones in first. So I know that this text is set in stone. So I like to just kind of put everything into my page and then I start designing. So I do that for a lot of things. Even in Canva, a lot of times I will put in the text and then I'll start designing around it. But especially when I'm using ClickFunnels, which is the funnel software that I use, this is how I like to do it. Now, really quick before we start, I get a lot of questions because I encourage my students to use Canva websites. And so I get a lot of questions about like, okay, why a Canva website and how do I know if I need, something a little bit more than a Canva website? So ClickFunnels is, I think it's around $100 a month. So it's an investment. So I say, first off, one of the things that you want is a validated offer that is making you some money so that you can afford the $99 a month for the ClickFunnels. But also, like, it depends on your offer. So when you're just offering a session, you're not going to get upsells in the same way you might for a membership or a program. So the number one reason I use ClickFunnels instead of a Canva sales page for these sorts of sales funnels is because I am able to have add-ons. So these add-ons are really, really important when it comes to my overall business. And if it weren't for them, I wouldn't be able to afford my ads and things like that. So these are the add-ons. The add-ons come on the sales page, and you can see on the Hecate course, I'm offering a 40-minute Hecate threshold session and or a shadow work ritual bundle. So what happens is not only do I get the sale for whatever the sales page is for, but I also have the ability to offer additional add-ons, which increase the average order value and make it possible for my business to run. Without it, this business structure wouldn't work. However, something like if you were just selling sessions, you could easily make it work with a smaller ad budget. Okay, so like I said, feel free to let me know if you have any questions at all, guys. But let's go ahead and get designing. Okay, so I have a mood board that I created. So the first step before I ever create an offer, whether it's a free offer like a 5-day challenge, or if it's a paid offer like this, I always create a mood board for it. So the mood board includes a logo, the typography, what sort of font you're going to be using. It includes the colors that you're going to be using, elements, feature photos, textures, and matching photos. And so from there, I also like to decide on a few of my favorite photos that I might want to put on the web page. So I've already done that. And this is in the size of a presentation. So it's perfect for web page size. So I have already downloaded these few graphics here for possible backgrounds. But if they don't work out, I could always create backgrounds with any of these graphics or even generate a new one. Hi, Maida. Welcome in. Okay, so I have already downloaded those. I've also created here on this page, I have a little section of like step 1, step 2, step 3. So I've also created these. So let me go ahead and upload the images. So here's the steps images. Let me also, when it comes to ClickFunnels, it's good to have real names on your files if you ever want to look them up again. And I probably want to add Hecate to each of these. Okay, so let's upload all 3 of these. And I'm also going to upload the few background photos that I have. Let's upload those as well. This is actually also my favorite part of designing the sales page. It's always like adding the color and changing all the graphics. Okay, so I like these. I didn't know if I would or not, but I do. I like them. I think they look good. I will definitely be looking at them in regard to the whole page and seeing if I do want to change it. But right now, I'm thinking they look pretty good. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some background. So I have a feature image that I would love to have show up on this page, but I'm not sure if it's going to look okay or not. So actually, I think this is coming from this this background. Background. So let's try this image here in the background just to see what it looks like. Maybe it's not coming from the background. Maybe it is on there. Okay, so here, this is coming from the background. So I'm going to leave that there for now. I might change it, but let's try putting it here in place of this instead. I feel like it's a little bit much. I feel like maybe if I moved the figure over just a little bit more, it would work. So basically, in order to do that, what I have to do is come to this. I have to do a crop, which has already been done, it looks like. So I'm able to move her over this far only. So let's go ahead and try that. So now let's download this again, current page. Because I think if we can get the figure kind of off of this text here, I think it'll look pretty good. Let's see here. I'd still probably like to move her over just a tiny bit more because of this this torch here. But I do kind of like how it looks. I'm not sure if I can do that. Let me see. I think the only way I can move her over more is to make it bigger. Like so. We lose the moon, and I don't like that. Let's try this. So don't be afraid to play with it until it really fits and it really looks good. I could always just put a solid color back here too. That's definitely an option if I can't get it to look the way that I want. Yeah, she's definitely over further here, isn't she? I think that this is going to be perfect. Yeah, I think that looks good. What do you guys think? I like it. Now, obviously, we have to pay attention to you know, the text, the colors. When you're adding something dark like this, you have to make sure that you're using some lighter colors for the text. I think one of the things that I really want to do is add in the white. So we're just going to throw in the white for now. So here is the hex code for the white. You can always find that hex code on Canva by clicking on the color up here and then clicking on this little plus. So now I can just copy this hex code right here. And then let's go ahead and start incorporating this in some of the places where I absolutely know that I'm going to want it. I'm not exactly sure that it's going to stay here, but that will get it in our color picker at least. This has a bold going on to it too. So let's see the bold color. I'm just going to put it to this yellow for now so that I don't forget about it later. That's definitely not, well, why don't we pull in this gold really quick? Let's see. Even if it doesn't stay that color, that'll bring the gold in. What's cool is on ClickFunnels, when you've used a color, it stays in your selection up here. So let's see, what else do we have? We have this really nice sort of sandy color. Let's make that this color. I do like that. I'm not sure that I'm going to want to change the buttons to this color. It's like the closest to this gold that I had. Yeah, I like that. I think it looks great. So I will go ahead and do that. Also, the text, I want it to be the right white, which is this one. I know it's like really, really subtle, but the difference, it does make a big difference. Choosing your white is a really good tip when it comes to design. You can make it just plain white, which is just a bunch of F's, I think, a bunch of F's in your hex code. So if you just do nothing but F's, I think there's 6 of them, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's bright white. But I really like choosing my white. I think that it adds a little something to have it be the perfect color for your palette. Okay, so now we've got a couple of those colors in. I'd also love to bring in maybe the dark blue next. So let's grab this dark blue right here. Copy. This is very similar to black, but not quite. And I'm not sure that this will stay this dark blue color, but I do kind of like it. And I do kind of want this background to be dark. So now let's grab this sort of green color. I kind of want this to be that same brown that we just used. This, I do like it to be light. So let's put the green right here. What other? We also have a nice light gray, so let's grab that. That's not exactly what I was trying to do. Let's go back to the white. And then it's the icon colors that I was trying to change. To the gray. Okay, that's nice. So I'm just kind of trying to weave in some of the colors. Let's find that gray that I just added. I like this bottom part being gray as well. So we'll do that same color. Let's make this the white. This also is like that sort of stark white, so let's make it the correct white. Also, all of these, the white. Who else here with us today? Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for hanging out with me while I do some designing. Okay, I like this. I think what I'd love to do, I definitely need something here, don't I? Let's grab one of these others. I don't like that there. Let's try the black one. Not sure that I like that either. I feel like it's going to be really hard to use this black one in something that's text heavy because of the sort of, we've got the dark, but we've also got the light. So it's really hard to, there's a tagline benefit that I need to fill out still too. It's just kind of hard to match something that's kind of like this. So I'm not sure. We could try putting this one in. No. I say we take the image out and just put a color behind it. We still need this purple change too, don't we? This white needs changed. This white needs changed. That can't possibly be the right color. There we go. So let's do, we've got some pretty light colors going on here. So let's do one of the darker colors. We can start with the blue and see how that looks. I kind of like that. Another thing that we can do too is I can actually take this and I can pick one of these textures. Something's going on here. There we go. That's what I was expecting. So we can actually put the blue color here, and we can have this sort of smoke as a little bit of a subtle texture on it. I have several textures here. One is this cobble too. Another thing I could do is I could also take this and shrink this back further. But I feel like this is kind of the type of graphic that just doesn't look very good if it's sunk back too far. Whereas this looks really good like that. So let's go ahead and download this one now. Current page. How's it going? Okay, so I think that looks great there. This is very purple, so it's still one of the old colors. So one of the things when you're looking at sections on a sales page like this is it's always good to kind of look at the colors that you're using, because I would love to put a white on this, but the white is the background for this one. So the white won't really work. But I feel like other than that, all of the backgrounds look really good. I feel like maybe we can use that gray. So let me figure out which gray this is. Perfect. Let's change this because it definitely does not look okay there. So I feel like half of the dance when it comes to a sales page like this is light on dark, dark on light. Deciding what colors go where. Do I have any more white? Yes. So let's change this white to the right white, which is this one. We have others in the text. We've changed that. The buttons all need to be changed, but I'll probably just copy one instead of doing them all separately. Okay, right here, we've got a white here. And this one. There. Did we change these out yet? I don't think we did. That says no background color, but that can't be right. I'm not sure how to change the colors of these little boxes. So I think I'm not going to worry about it for now, but if I later get some time, I can. I don't think it's going to hurt anything to have them be the bright white, but I would like to change them personally. I'm just not exactly sure how. Okay, so next, let's go ahead and fix this. I feel like this blue is nice. I like the white right there. Let's put the blue in the bold for this one. That is the darkest blue, right? Let's see. It's pretty similar to just a black. I think that looks fine though. Right here, we've got some purple. Let's turn that into this color as well. Perfect. I feel like I want maybe that brown here. And then let's go to the icons. The darker color. Do you think it's looking more and more like the mood board? What do you guys think? I feel like I do want these FAQs to be like a color. Let's see which one. I don't think we've even added this nice blue here, this nice light blue. So let's put that in. I think that this could be a good color for a lot of the bold so that it doesn't look quite as black. So we'll change some of the other bold to this color too. Let me know if you guys have any questions at all, or if you've submitted a design. Yeah, I'm actually really liking how this is looking right now. So you'll notice that there's something weird going on right here. Did anybody else see that? So this is because of that background photo and a little bit of a top thing here. So before I actually finish it for today, I want to either take that off of the background or figure out if it's actually showing up. And one of the ways that I can do that, I definitely do suggest saving on a regular basis when you're working with things like this. Let's see how it looks. Do we still have this blue here? Yeah, so I don't see it anywhere except for where it's supposed to be. I actually kind of like it here behind the FAQs. What do you guys think? So I don't think there's any reason to take it from the background. I think it looks great. But also we want to make sure that it looks good on the cell phone as well. So let's see. You can click here for mobile preview. You want to make sure it's not doing any weird things in that area on the mobile. I don't think that worked. Mobile, we'll just look at it this way. I do also, after I publish a page like this, I check it on my phone as well. Yeah, see, it is doing something weird here. There. That should fix it right there. I just moved the margin up. It looks like we've got the same thing going on over here. Actually, it's okay to have that little bit of blue, isn't it? That's that blue before. Let's undo that a little bit. Because that's just the blue peeking through. Let's see, what percentage is that? 65. No, we don't want any of that. But we do want the blue to peek through. There we go. Perfect. Okay, here's another area that it looks like. Is that the background? I think it's okay. Okay, so let's get rid of this blue. What color are we thinking? Or maybe even an image? I don't think an image would be good because we have one right here. Maybe this green color? I almost think maybe even that dark blue color. I feel like I want to change this gray. I feel like if I bring in that green, it's going to be a lot like the, was that like the bold color? Yes. I really like how it's the same as the background, actually. I think it kind of brings it out there a little bit. So bold color, green. Okay, so now I need to fix some of these. I have not put the titles of the meditation in here yet. So for now, I'm just going to put the step name, meditation. I'm going to also make a list of things to fix. So meditation names. There's also a little spot that has a benefit for me to add. Okay, so let's see. Love it. It looks great. I think I can incorporate this orange or yellow in a little bit more as well. Maybe like right here. Nope, that was not what I was trying to do. That did not look right. This can have that blue in it for the bold. It's like lighter blue. That's nice. Let's try that gold in here. Somehow I lost the gold, didn't I? Let's go grab it. I think that looks pretty nice. What do you guys think? I think it really stands out. Okay, so now we've got to fix, let's also change this color to that nice blue. That's not working. Is it bold? Text color, blue. There we go, that worked. Okay, so now we'll do the calling deep meditation. We'll make it bold. We'll do the title, Crossroads. Each step is going to have a meditation. And maybe just naming it the same as the step is good. So that means every 3 weeks, the students will get a new meditation. The Salt Crown Meditation. Okay, so now let's go on in here. So you can see that one of my bullets is a little check mark. That's because I added it after I set up all the rest of these. So we're going to set it to be a key. Perfect. This one is an I. I think it's this one, right? Yes. And then this one is a little crown. Ta-da. Okay, perfect. So now we've got to think about the icon colors for each of these. I am loving this light blue, so let's do that. It gives a little contrast also from the green that we have in the title. Perfect. So now we have cohesion there. Still, I guess it's fine if we can't see it anyway. Okay, so I think this is it. I think the only thing we still have to do is these buttons. So rather than change every single one of the buttons, a lot of times what I do is I just clone them. And then put them where they belong. I try to do a button about every 2 sections. This really helps so that if somebody's reading through it and they decide on your sales page, yes, I'm ready, then they don't have to go hunt down a button. They're going to find one very soon to be able to go ahead and check out. So yeah, I try like every 2 or 3 sections to add a button. Okay, what do you guys think? It looks complete, doesn't it? Let's preview it. What do you guys think of the top? I like it. It's a little bit much, but I really love the mock-up. I think that it is one of the feature photos that I love the best. By the way, guys, on your webpage, this is the most important part. If you make a web page and you're not seeing sales, change this part. Add different messaging, etc. This is the most important part of your sales page. Okay, I think this looks good. I think that I should probably bold some of this. This is kind of plain and there's nothing to kind of call attention. So we'll go back here too, need some bolding. So we'll go back and do that really quick. Oh, the L right here needs fixed. Okay, so let's go do a little bolding. So when we're doing a section like this, that is, you might feel, this is a way to say, these are some of the people that might find this course or offer helpful, useful, transformative. So when I'm looking at the bolding, I don't just find pain points because I don't really love marketing on a bunch of pain points, but at the same time, you do have to speak to the types of problems people have that the offer is going to help them with. So when I'm looking at these and deciding what to bold, I really ask myself, what would it benefit if somebody saw it? So, like for this one, I could have put haven't figured out, right? And that's a pain point. But I want people who know that they're powerful in this course. I want people who know that they are magical and powerful and they're just not quite sure how to use that. So that's one of the reasons why I added this bullet point in. And it's definitely the reason why I highlighted this. I want people with a spiritual practice, but maybe some of the ideal clients for this course might feel disconnected from that spiritual practice and want a way to feel more connected with it, right? So when I create these, I really sit down and think about who I am creating the course for and how exactly that course is going to benefit them. Okay, so next. Now these are benefits, so we definitely want to select things that really speak to what our ideal client wants. Okay, and this doesn't really show up very well, so let's see here, the bold color. That looks good. this one too. I'm just going to take that right off. Oh God, I hate no fluff. I can't believe I didn't catch that already. Is there a replay? Yeah, Maida, you can always watch this in the replay. Can we see these little icons when we're previewing it? Let's just take a little peek. I did create icons here, so I could add any of these icons to the website if I wanted to. But I just kind of left the ones that were already on this page because I think that they're kind of a color match. So it's a little bit like pressing the easy button, you know what I mean? I think that you can see them well enough. Another really good thing to do is to ask somebody to proofread your page for you. It's always good to get a second opinion. So if you're in the Sacred Vision Society and you've created a sales page or a website, always share it with the group so that you can get further feedback on it. Okay, let's see. It kind of bothered me. That is so weird because this is capitalized, but in the preview, it's small. Isn't it? Do you guys see what I'm seeing? Isn't that so weird? They look fine here. That is so weird. I've never had that happen before. Still doing it. Oh, wait, let me make sure. I saved it, right? You have to save it before the preview will update. Yeah, it's still doing it. That is so weird. It doesn't even look like the same font. Okay, let's try this. Duplicate, delete. Let's try. Oh, that says headline font. Denzel. Denzel decorative. Huh, that's so weird because it's showing it in Cinzel, but when I select it, it just says headline font. So let's see if I can fix that. Yay, okay. Perfect. What do you guys think? I think it's done. Another thing that I think it's really important to do is to go through to do a test purchase. Oh, we've still got to do this page, so let's do that really quick. You always want to go through your funnel. You always want to do a purchase on it, make sure everything's set up right, make sure your automations are working properly, things like that. It looks like my privacy policy isn't here. Let me grab that. Let me sync privacy. Copy. Oh, I'm still in the preview. Let's go add the privacy policy. Pretty sure I have a terms and conditions too. Let's see. Let me sync terms and conditions. Maybe it's in the privacy policy. Let me go to, I added it after I created that original one. So let's go here. Terms and conditions. Yes. Perfect. Okay, let's make sure those links are working really quick. It's just the same one. That's not what I wanted. Okay, glad we checked. You really like it? Awesome. Thank you. Perfect. Okay, so we've got privacy policy, we've got terms and conditions. Okay, let's work on this order form page. We also need to make sure that the success page looks okay. So in a regular funnel, like this on ClickFunnels, the minimum amount of pages you're always going to have is 3. Okay, so I think it looks great. Let's save. So here's where I have my different pages, and I do only have 3 here. Sometimes my funnels have more than 3, but this time it doesn't. So let's just try to see what it looks like. background. If we put this one, and then let's use that gray color. I'm not sure which one it is. Let's see. Okay, perfect. So let's see how this looks. We could just do a regular plain old color too. To me, this feels like a little overdone. You know what I mean? It just feels like a little overdone for a checkout page. So I think I'd prefer taking off this background photo. And let's see, let's do the white color. I think the white color is going to look great there. We could make this the same color as the other buttons. It is a really good thing for your checkout page to match your sales page. If it doesn't match enough, people can get confused and they won't know for sure that they're in the right place. And anytime you confuse someone with your sales page, you have absolutely lost a sale. Okay, so let's see. Text color, white. There's probably a way to turn this background to the white as well. I don't want to. I like it white there. Alrighty. Let's use that dark blue for this. Okay. Now let's preview. Oh, thanks, Maida. Okay, I like the simplicity of this with the white better than when we had that feature graphic. One of the things too that I do, which you may not have to if you're not on ClickFunnels or if you don't have bumps, I always make sure that it has the right pricing here for the course for them to complete orders. So if they don't have any bumps, if they don't have any add-ons, it's going to be the $333 in the introductory period, which is going to last like 2 days. Then it's going to go up to $444. But then I click on both of them. So here we've got the $17 shadow work bundle for $17. When it comes to the like setting up the back end of everything, it's really easy to miss something. And so this is one way that I verify. 40-minute Hecate threshold session, $47, to verify that everything is okay and working on the page. And I didn't used to have this itemized breakdown here, and I had people accidentally or adding bumps. And now I don't have that problem anymore, because when they're hitting this complete order, they know exactly what they're ordering now that I've added this sort of item breakdown at the bottom of the page. So I definitely recommend that as well. So everything looks good with that. So now let's go. Let's make sure it's saved. And then let's go to the success page. Edit. Yeah, the checkout is the focus. Exactly. There's no reason to kind of muddy it up with like a big feature photo, you know? So this already looks great. I think I'll go ahead and change this to the white that we've been using. And then we'll change the background to, doesn't really matter. I like this blue color. That's nice. I think I'd really like the green color. Let's go back in there and pick that green color. Right there. No, that's not it either. Yeah, I like that. I think it looks really good with this like monitor here with the green. All right, so so this is what people are going to see when they actually finish their checkout. This is like wonderful. It worked. Here's how you can access the content. This is actually High Priestess. Let's fix that really quick. Collective. I think it's the High Priestess Collective. Yes. Okay, so save. Always make sure that you put your success page as your automatic default in your checkout page. And also, if you're somebody who's like me and you really like just copying, yeah, that's fine. If you like copying your funnels, another thing that I sometimes forget to do is check all of these SEO. You want to make sure that you've got the right name on it, because when people are on the page, they're going to see the name that's in that SEO. See right here where it says Hecate order form. We don't want it to say something different, like a different funnel name. So make sure that you're checking your SEO pages. Make sure you're checking your general pages and hiding the badges as well. That's something that I sometimes forget to do as well. I did all of that this morning, so I was pretty sure it was fine. But that's a couple of sort of back-end steps that you're going to want to make sure are finished before you actually launch your page. So any questions, guys? Anything that you think maybe I missed? What do you guys think? Thanks for hanging out with me while I design the webpage, guys. Next, I've just got to send it out in an email. Maybe create some promotional items, some promotional posts, maybe an ad or two. I think it looks great. I'm definitely going to watch the replay because I came in late. Awesome. Well, thanks for hanging out with me. How long did it take? 1 hour and 11 minutes. 1:11. Yeah, I thought that it would take about an hour to 2 hours. So I'm actually really pleasantly surprised by how short of a time it took to finish it up. Oh, you like the mock-up? It was so fun to make those. Honestly, I think let's talk a little bit about mock-ups. I think mock-ups are one of the number one things that when you have a non-tangible product, which anything mindset isn't all that tangible, right? We're talking about having a mindset shift, having a transformation. It's not very tangible. So when we're creating pages for those types of offers, I think having mock-ups like this is really, really helpful because even if somebody isn't sure that they're going to have that mindset shift, they know that they're going to be getting all this material. You know, they know that they're going to get meditations. They know that they're going to get some oracle cards. They know that they're going to get worksheets. So it's a really great way to let them see tangibly what they're going to be getting. So these are my mega mock-ups, but then I have a mock-up per step. So this is weeks 1, 2, and 3. I have an altar set up. I have a spread. I have a spell, and I have some power questions here. For this one, I added a build your own spell kit. More power questions. So when I was creating these, I was thinking about like what would people love to see that they're going to be doing within these days, and how can I depict it in a way that can help make somebody excited about receiving that. These represent little meditations for each and every one. I kind of played around with putting like some earbuds on them, but I didn't get it to look right. So I just decided that they looked cute enough without them. So honestly, I really feel like mock-ups are a key that a lot of coaches, course creators miss out on because they haven't shown their ideal client something tangible that they're going to be getting. I definitely noticed for me, my sales were so much better when I learned how to create mock-ups. And by the way, for those of you in the Sacred Vision Society, you have a lot of mock-up resources. Oh, thank you so much. Thanks, Yvette. You're the best. Alrighty, guys. Well, I'm going to let you go. Thanks for hanging out with me. By the way, the link to sign up, everything should be okay. If you do buy one of the bumps, you may not get the email notification right away for that if you purchase right now. But if you'd like to sign up for Hecate, we're going to be doing spell work. We're going to be doing shadow work. It's an 8-week program with an extra 1-week bonus. So technically it's a 9-week program. So if you'd like to join us, you can do that now. The link is in the YouTube video. And I hope to see you guys all there. It's going to be so much fun. I've been working with Hecate for the last 2 months, and it has been so amazing, such a game changer. I'm really excited to lean into more of the spell work with you guys. I've never done a spell work course before, and I'm really excited to do that. And I know that a lot of you guys like spells and spell works, so I think it'll be really, really fun to do it together as a community and just share with it. In addition to that, I have this really incredible shadow work oracle deck, and weekly I'll be doing readings for you guys with my shadow work oracle deck, which has been a complete game changer for me as well. So I can't wait for that too. That's going to be really fun. I know, it's so exciting, isn't it? All right, guys, have a good rest of your day, and I will see you soon.